Welcome to the studio for our 15-minute fat-burning, low-impact workout. No jumping, no stress, but you'll feel the burn. Let's get straight into it. March in place, lift those knees and swing your arms. We're going to get the blood flowing here for 30 seconds. This workout is perfect if you're short on time or just want an effective workout that you can do anywhere without any gear. Keep moving and just get those knees as high as you can. Pump the arms. Get a smile on your face to start. Next up, we're doing some arm circles to loosen up the shoulders. We're going to go for some nice big circles, just trying to get that shoulder joint working through its full range of motion. Next up, you're going to take a wide stance and you're going to reach your right hand to your left foot and your left hand to your right foot. So getting a nice twist in the torso, and also you should feel the hamstrings at the back of the legs warming up as well. A little stretch, a bit of dynamic stretching, getting the whole body moving. Love this one. Okay, now get ready for some side steps with an overhead reach. So you're just going to step out to one side, slight bend in the leg, so like a little squat, and then reach overhead to lengthen the body. Just alternate from one side to the other. Try and keep the chest upright and the arms as overhead in line with your ears as possible. Keep going for 30 seconds before we get into the main meat of the work. Warm up complete. Now we're going to go into the work. We're going to do 40 seconds of exercise, 20 seconds of rest before moving on, and I'll show you the next exercise before each one. So we're starting with a squat and reach. So for this we want to sit down into a squat and then reach the arms overhead as best as we can. So go as low as you can. Try and keep those knees over the toes so that the knees aren't collapsing inwards. Try and get your arms in line with your ears and try and maintain a nice upright posture throughout the movement. And we're just going to repeat this for 40 seconds. Get the heart rate up. The work is already begun. And nearly there. One more rep and we're going into the rest period for 20 seconds. So the next exercise will be the reverse lunge. So just demonstrating here during the rest period, we're just going to step backwards, one leg and then the other. Get ready to work. Here we go. So reverse lunge. Again, try and keep that nice upright position. Just step back with one leg. Get your knee as close as possible to the floor without slamming into it. Keep the chest up. Keep working, build a nice rhythm for 40 seconds. Three seconds to go. 2, 1, and rest. We've got 20 seconds of rest, so get onto the floor now. And we're going to do a little bit of core work. We're going to bring the knees at 90 degrees above the hips, and it's going to be an alternating toe tap. So get ready. Hands by your side just for support. Bring the knees over the hips and start alternating the toe tap. Try and maintain that 90-degree angle in the legs, touching down with just the toe. Really feel it working in your abdominals. If you want to make it a little bit tougher, you can do both legs at the same time. You can even increase the difficulty, bringing your chest and shoulders off the floor. But feel free to continue just with a single leg movement and you'll get a great little bit of lower core workout here. nearly there. And rest. Good stuff. Now, let's get up off the floor, ready to demo the next movement. So enjoy your rest period while you see me demonstrating the next movement, which is a reverse curtsy lunge. So you're going to take one leg behind the standing leg and squat down, lunge down rather, and you're going to try and maintain your balance. A little bit trickier with this one. So a nice test of balance and strength endurance. We're just having minimal rest periods today, working the muscles, working muscular endurance, building some muscle, getting the heart rate up a bit and keeping it nice and low impact so we don't put too much strain on the joints but still get the benefit of working those muscles and the heart rate getting up. Rest for 20 seconds and we're going to go upper body next. So this will be a push-up and we're going to go from the knees. With the push-up position, you want your hands just below and to the side of your shoulders when you're lying on the floor. And what we're going to do is a push-up with a shoulder tap. So you're going to come down to the floor in your push-up on your knees, then tap one shoulder, tap the other, and keep a nice straight line between the knees, the hips, and the shoulders. If you want to make it a little bit tougher, you can obviously go to the full press up position, which will really be demanding for the 40 seconds, or just keep working through on the knees, tapping the shoulders, keep that core engaged, and we're nearly there. Rest. Very good. Okay. The last exercise in our circuit before we repeat one more time is going to be modified mountain climbers. So you're going to go into this top of the push-up plank position with straight arms and you're going to bring your knees up to your chest. We're nearly ready to go and we're off. So this is going to be a harsh finisher. We're really going to start to work that core, wrist strength, shoulder strength, trying to keep your whole body engaged. Nice and slow, controlled movements what we're looking for here. We're looking for endurance. We don't want to rush through the movement. We want to keep it nice and strict. It takes more effort and strength and skill to maintain it through a slow pace than to rush through it and risk hurting your back or whatever part of your body you're not working properly. Rest. Okay, well done. So we're going to take a full minute's rest here before we go back through the circuit. So have a little walk around. I'm going to roll my neck, just move whatever feels good. If you want to stretch, you can have a little stretch here and get ready for the next session. Next part of the session, the circuit repeats. Have a drink of water. It's pretty hot in here today, so just going to roll my shoulders. Should have opened a window before I started, but hey, we're underway, so let's keep that. Let's keep the momentum going. Just going to paddle out the calves here. Just keep moving, a little bit of active recovery before we get into round two. One more round to go. We've got 5 seconds, and here we go into the squat and overhead reach. Let's go. Try and get your thighs parallel to the floor. Keep your arms in line with the ears when they come to the top, and focus on a nice tempo. Just keep moving throughout this. Don't lock out too much at the top. Just try and come up and then straight down into the squat. Try and avoid the knees collapsing in or the feet turning out. If you struggle with this, then there may well be a mobility issue at some point in the ankles or the hips or even the back with those overhead reaches. Time is nearly up, so let's go into our rest period and rest. Okay, we've got 20 seconds before we go into our reverse lunges again. So take a breath, enjoy the rest. Let's go in 10 and 3, 2, 1, reverse lunges. Alternating the feet. Get that back knee close to the floor, move the arms, get the whole body working. Legs should feel like they're really working by now. You should be nicely warmed up. I am. And we'll keep working. Let's just keep that nice rhythm going. You can always make these exercises harder if you like by adding in some weight. So carrying some dumbbells, even if they're just light 2 kilos, just to work the upper body a little bit more, and the extra weight will mean it's a little bit harder on the legs. Let's rest in 3, 2, 1, and now. Last one before we take a little break, 20 seconds. We'll get down to the floor. We're going to do our core work, our lower abs. So in position, and this time we're going to keep our knees at 90 degrees over the hips again, lowering the foot to the floor, alternating, and I'm going to bring my chest and shoulders off the floor. Let's go. So by bringing my chest and shoulders off the floor and reaching my hands overhead, I'm getting a little bit more bang for my buck, let's say. I'm going to work a little bit more of the upper abs. I can put my hands behind my head as long as I'm not pulling my head up with the hands. Just touch my temples to make sure that's not happening. Let's keep working. Nearly there. Nice and controlled, we're nearly there, and rest. Okay, good. Up to standing. Next up, we're going to do our curtsy lunges, so back into the legs. Okay, good workout, so I'm just demonstrating here what we're going for. And 3, 2, 1, and off we go. So just moving side to side, that back leg going behind the standing leg, just hitting the glutes a little bit differently. It's the reverse lunge. Keep moving, minimal rest at that transition point. Focus on a smooth, controlled movement. No rest, we're working on strength endurance here. And we're coming up to time. Keep going before that final rest, 20 seconds, and rest. Okay, let's go back to the upper body now. We're going to do our push-up with shoulder taps. So you can do this either on your knees or in the full press-up position. And when you do your press-up, you're going to tap each shoulder after 1 rep. So come down, let's go. Tap, tap, push up. Tap, tap, push up. Try and get that chest as close to the floor as possible. I want to get practically touching. Get as low as you can, working through the full range. The hardest point is at the end range of the muscle, i.e. the lowest point close to the floor. Try and keep your whole core engaged throughout this movement and avoid extending the back. Nearly there. Keep going, and let's take a rest. Alright, we've only got one more exercise to go. And I'm just going to get myself into position in that high plank position, so straight arms like the top of a push-up. And then we're going to bring the knees slowly towards the chest. Let's go. Nice and controlled movement again. Really try and press the floor away. Feel your shoulder blades spreading apart as you push that floor away. Then under control, bring the knee up to the chest. Really working that core, the muscles on the front of the body, hip flexors, abdominals, whilst holding that wrist strength and shoulder stability. Good all-round movement here. And we're nearly done. Before we have a little cool down, let's keep going and rest. Well done. Okay, that's it. That is your workout complete. So we're just going to cool down. Just want to make sure we have a decent stretch at the end of this. Feel like me, you'll feel like we've had a good full body workout there in a nice, convenient amount of time. Just this whole workout under 17 minutes. So you're going to stretch your quads here, hold one foot behind your bum, bent at the knee. You can drive your hips forward a little bit to get an extra stretch here. Just doing 30 seconds on each side. Swap over, you can see from the side here. And I'm going to try and stand nice and upright, extend the hip. There we go, and that's going to get a bit more stretch down the front of the leg, through the quad, through the hip flexor. Those tend to be in a state of constant activeness because we spend so much time sitting, so it's good to stretch them out here. Then we're going to open up our chest, so nearly done with this stretch. So interlink the fingers behind the back, as you can see, then open the palms up towards the floor, then bring your arms straight back, and you should feel a nice stretch in the chest here. Just going to hold that for 30 seconds. Okay, once we're finished in that stretch, then we're going to look at our hamstrings. Just fold over, feet hip width apart. Just reach towards the floor, try and keep your legs straight. And just hold that stretch. You should feel it all down the back of the legs. Nice hang wherever you are at the moment. Just reach for the floor. Stretch it all out. Great job. I hope you've enjoyed this. Follow me if you're a busy parent who hasn't got time for long workouts and just needs to work on their strength, mobility and fitness in a really, really effective way.